Hi everybody, welcome back to day 10. It's amazing, we're 1/3 of the way there in our 30-day swing challenge. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us. We are using the AYRx yoga swings to go deeper into the body therapeutically, and this is really a suspension training program, so it's going to be easy enough to do for every level and challenging enough that you can advance in the practice. So I'll always give you options to take the poses further. Okay, I'll give you a beginner version, then an intermediate version, then an advanced version, and all the poses, as much as possible. I'd like to make it available and accessible for everybody. So today we're going to mix it up and start to use the swing at the hips. We're going to stand with the swing in front of us and push our arms straight. They're going to be located exactly where the top of the leg inserts into the pelvis. So it's important to keep the arms straight so you can kind of float a little bit and play there. Okay, so you don't want the swing to hit the bladder or the belly. It's really, really uncomfortable if it's not low enough. So what I want you to do is press your arms as straight as possible. Make sure it's touching the upper leg, and then feet are going to be hip distance. You're going to come into a forward fold. Today I want to work on the back of the legs as well as the back body in general, opening up the paraspinals and the long muscles of the back. Okay, we're going to start out with our feet hip distance, ankles slightly out, toes slightly in. Clasp your elbows and hang. So I want you to go ahead and soften through the hip flexors. As much as possible, you're going to keep your spine nice and straight. We're learning how to bend at the hip flexors instead of bending from the waist. So we have a nice long spine. So the bend is coming from the hip flexors here. And our hips are way forward over our toes, okay? So our hips are near the center of the mat, not over our heels. If you're shifted all the way back with your hips over your heels, that's not quite the pose. I want you to lean forward into it and trust the swing to hold you. Okay, so once we're there, clasp the elbows, shake out the head, take a moment to just wag your tail, okay? So we're just gonna sway from side to side. This is going to offer a very intense rolfing session on the hip flexors. And if you need to do a little adjustment, you're just going to bring your hands down. Go ahead and lift one leg and shift that hip to the sky. Place it back down. Raise the other leg, shift the hip towards the sky, and then it'll sink the swing into the sweet spot of the hips. Okay, and then just hang out here if you can. Let's go ahead and make a variation where we clasp the hands behind the back of the head. You're going to pull straight down towards the earth, just enough to create a millimeter of space. Okay, if you pull too hard, the body will tense up against that. So elbows are flaring out wide, chin is tucked into the chest, and just let yourself hang. If it feels good, add a little bit more sway in the swing and let yourself just undulate from side to side. Just create a rhythm wave through the body. Nice deep breaths here. When you're ready, release. Let's go ahead and inhale and bring our hands down to the ground. And if we walk them out, we'll notice we're all the way in a down dog. So it's a V shape in the body. Even though our heels are lifted because we're pressing into the ball of the feet, we're lifting our sit bones towards the sky and grounding through the back of the legs so you get a nice stretch through the hamstrings and calves. Okay? From there, reach back and grab for your ankles. Lift your chest and chin, and then pull towards your knees. So it's not rounding in, okay? So you're going to keep a nice long energy through the spine and lead through the heart. Okay, just go ahead and pull in, inhale, just relax, exhale, pull in. Tiny little micro movements here. So I like to undulate through the spine nice and slow. I'm actually just rolling my shoulders at the same time to release any tension that might be in the neck. Okay? Release the ankles. Let's stretch it out again. Okay? Nice long lines of energy. So even though there's not much weight in our hands for the down dog, we can actually do our flying dog here, which is really fun. I want you to press your hands strongly down. Okay? Go ahead and wag the tail again. Happy dog. Shift it from side to side. Keep the feet hip distance. And then just try some loop-de-loops, some figure eights, whatever feels good on the body. So nice strong arms, even though, again, you could lift up. Okay, so just practice your flying dog every so often to have some fun with it. And now we're going to get into the cat's meow. We're going to inhale and pull our shoulders over our wrists and look up. Inhale here. Exhale, round in and look towards your navel. Make a U shape with your back, okay? So it's like a cat, cow, and a down dog got together, and I call it the cat's meow. Inhale, go ahead and lift. Exhale, round in and squeeze. Activate the core. Inhale, lift. Lengthen. Exhale, go ahead and squeeze and round in. Beautiful. Inhaling, lift and look up. Exhale, round in and squeeze. Make sure you empty all the air out of your belly, and then when you inhale, arch and stretch. Open up. Your chest should point forward so your gaze can be up. If you're not quite there yet, just work on that openness in the back, and then exhale, round in. Really round in. Pull your navel towards your spine. Squeeze all the air out of the belly. And then one last time, inhale, go ahead and pull forward. So once we're here, we're going to lift the leg. So let's go ahead and lift the right leg up. One-legged down dog. Exhale, squeeze, pull the knee towards the nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and round in. Inhaling, lift. Okay, so this might be as far as you want to go for today, but if you want to bend your knee and kick the leg loop out of the way, your foot is going to hook outside in. So not inside out. So inside out is no, no, no. Outside in is yeah, yeah, yeah. So see if you can just get that foot hooked and then keep the foot tight towards your bum. Okay, so for this one, you're going to press your chest towards your knee. Shake out your head, shake out your hair, and relax. Big stretch through the left hamstring. For those that want to go a little bit further, you're going to inhale, pull forward, straighten that right leg towards the sky for standing splits. Now, standing splits are really hard, right? So only go as far as it feels good for today. Drop your elbows if you can and let gravity do the work and just hang. So stay with just the cat's meow and the one-legged dog unless you feel like straightening the leg towards the sky and getting a big stretch through both hamstrings. And the front of the quad, plus the hip flexor. Go ahead and pull forward on the next inhale, bend the knee, bring that foot down. Happy dog, wag the tail, take a moment, have a breath, reset. So when you're ready, come to center, inhale, pull forward, lengthen. Exhale, round in, just for one breath, squeeze. Inhale, pull forward, lift the left leg up and bring it with you for the one-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the belly. Inhale, arch and open. Exhale, squeeze and round in. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Exhale, round it in. One more time. Inhale, lift, bend the knee. Go ahead and kick the leg loop out of the way. That's how you know that you're on the outside of the swing. And then when you hook the foot, keep it tight towards your bum for this first part. Push your chest towards the standing leg, okay? So you're going to get a big stretch through the right hamstring and take a few deep breaths and hold it here. If you want to do gentle swaying and swag from side to side, you can try some micro movements. If you want to go further, inhale, pull forward, straighten the left leg towards the sky, and then come into your standing splits. Now in your standing splits, if the arms are straight, there's tension in the upper body. See if we can be engaged through the left leg and relax through the arms and torso in order to drop down and create more space. Let gravity do all the work for you. Keep the right foot grounded through the ball and toes. The heel is going to be up for this one because your hips are pouring forward towards the center of the mat. Okay, 5 deep breaths here if you can, wherever you are. Enjoy that lengthening and opening and that stretch through both legs. And then inhale, pull forward when you're ready. Exhale, start to bend the left knee, walk it back down, happy dog. Really good. So I want you to just go ahead and hang out in your dog. Repeat the sequence if you like to. If you want to look for some more videos for the forward folds, go ahead and continue with some workshops. I'm going to help you come out just by walking forward with your fingers, walking forward with your toes, keeping tension on the swing. You can come up through angel wings. Okay, hold on to the swing when you get to the top. Just notice the difference in the body across the hip flexors. They might be pulsing, they might be radiating, they might feel like a little bit like they're burning. that's releasing all the congestion and the tension that lives in this part of the body that we want to open up, and this will also release the lower back. Thank you so much for joining us today. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to work on some arm stretches and strengthening. I look forward to sharing some more. This is Jen Healy with Aerial Yoga Play. You can go to aerialyogaplay.com for more information. See you soon. Blessings.